It swings and drives it way back.
Pike gets destroyed by Ramel Pratt.
Shot, drop step, turn around, jumper
To Scott. Scott throws it down with a right-hand slam. Kept alive by Landisberg, tips it ahead to Farrakhan. He's going to throw it down with a one-hand jam.
Cavalier Sports Weekly is brought to you by Geico, the Virginia Athletics Foundation, the Virginia Lottery, and by UVA Health Systems.
On this edition of Cavalier Sports Weekly,
these kids can remember this and many of the things that happened during this match forever.
Next pitch is going to miss this one. It's a blooper, and it's going to dive in there. A base hit for Werman. Here's the throw to the plate.
Welcome to Cavalier Sports Weekly. I'm Lance Roller, member of UVA men's cross-country and track and field teams. This is the final episode of the spring semester, but as always, let's start you off with the play of the week.
Very sharp, the 3-1. Swung on, hit hard. This is driven to left center field, and the outfielder slips down. Robbie Masser lost his footing. 2 runs are going to come across, make it 3 runs across. Holtzen throws on the Jets. He's rounding third. Here's the throw at the plate. He is safe at home. And Virginia gets 4 runs on 1 swing of the bat.
Stay tuned. Virginia game highlights are coming up next. This portion of Cavalier Sports Weekly is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Welcome back. Our number 1 ranked baseball team is having an incredible season. At 36-3 and 16-2 in the ACC, they started off the week against in-state opponents Radford and Richmond, and then ended the week against old nemesis NC State.
Yeah, we are dead on here as Chris Taylor drives the ball to left, and it's gone. First pitch swinging, Chris Taylor drills one over the left field wall, and the Cavaliers jump to an early 1-0 lead. How about that? Here's the next pitch. This ball is hit. A ground ball fair past the diving first baseman, Matt Mack. Rounding third and charging home is John Barr. Tack a run on the board, and the Cavaliers lead 2-0. There's the 3-2 pitch is roped down the left field line. This one will be fair and extra bases. Coming home to score is John Hicks. Rounding third and heading home is Danny Holtzen. Put 2 more on the board. Jared King has himself a 1-out double, 2 RBIs, and the Cavaliers extend the lead. It's now 4-0.
Bradford's got a good ball club, and we really came out tonight and swung the bats aggressively, and Cody Winarski gave us a great quality start in the middle of the week.
Here's the pitch to John Hicks, and this ball is absolutely crushed to left. Moving back is Helsinger. It's out of here. A 3-run moonshot from John Hicks, and the Cavaliers are now clobbering Radford early. It's 8-0 Hoos for John Hicks. It's his 4th home run of the season.
I felt real good to get back out here, get on the mound, do some work. I got to give thanks to my defense and the offense. I didn't make some pitches. I got some ground balls, and they made the plays behind me, and I got to thank them for that.
1-2 pitch, a called strike 3 on the outside corner. Back-to-back Ks from Winarski. The 1-0 pitch, ranging over to get the ball as the third baseman Proscia tosses to second for 1, over to first for the double play.
This was our first midweek road game, and our guys handled it very well. We played very good defense and just played a good, sound, fundamental baseball game.
With 1 gone in the top of the 3rd. Next pitch will be a bouncing ball played nicely by Proscia. He knocks it down, springs to his feet, throws over to first in time, which Barber certainly is. The next pitch is going to be swung on and driven toward right center field. That drops in there. It's going to roll all the way to the base of the wall, and Virginia's going to score first. Coming in from second base is Coleman. Heading into third, sliding feet first with an RBI triple is Colin Harrington. Very sharp. The 3-1. Swung on, hit hard. This is driven to left center field, and the outfielder slips down. Robbie Masser lost his footing. 2 runs are going to come across. Make it 3 runs across. Holtzen throws on the Jets. He's rounding third. Here's the throw at the plate. He is safe at home. And Virginia gets 4 runs on 1 swing of the bat. Night from both teams, particularly on the mound. And Hawley gets a hold of this pitch. He sends it deep into the night sky. That ball is out of here. A leadoff home run from Shane Hawley over the right field wall. There was no questioning where that ball was going to end up. Here's a breaking ball on the next pitch. It swung on and missed. Maybe a foul tip, but it was controlled by Hicks, and there's a strikeout. They would leave 7 runners stranded in the game. Next pitch is going to fist this one. It's a blooper, and it's going to dive in there. A base hit for Werman. Here's the throw to the plate, not on line. As the next pitch swung on and missed, it dropped out right underneath the bat of Pratt Maynard, who strikes out to end the frame.
It's very important after a tough loss to come out and kind of set a tone and let your teammates know, let your position guys know that you're going to be here for the long haul.
Says the next pitch is going to be hit hard. This is toward the alley in left center field. It's high in the air. Going to be a long run. The diving effort made by Brett Williams, but he's going to miss. It rolls all the way to the base of the wall. Motoring around second, heading into third is Hicks with a triple as he slides in. Barr will score from first, and it's now 2-0 as John Hicks delivers.
Most double headers that you play, you split. You know, we've swept 4 of them this year, and so I'm just really proud of our team, the way we fought back in the second game to, to find a way to win that ball game.
This portion of Cavalier Sports Weekly is brought to you by UVA Health Systems.
This is a big weekend for our sports teams, with 7 ACC championships being held throughout the conference. Let's take a look at some of the highlights.
Near sideline, and it's Colin Briggs over the midfield stripe, and Briggs in top of the box, frees the right hand, and he scores! Colin Briggs rips it top shelf, and Virginia leads by 1. It's Rob Emery dodging down the right side. The California cannon fires and scores! Rob Emery, the freshman from San Francisco, strokes it from 10 yards away. Mavs got it behind the goal with Steele Stanwick, game tied at 2. They feed the crease, man, open shot, score! Shamel Brad pulls his stick back, doesn't fire though. Now on the left pipe, this is White! Rocks the net with the overhand shot. Virginia leads by 2. Side to Turry with 7. Turry split dodge to the left wing, frees the left hand, fires low and scores. There it is. Trabuca stepping forward, left alone, fires right-handed, tie game. Outside a low rip from Trabuca, ties it at 4. Wolf will come behind the cage against fellow freshman Scott McWilliams. Got a step, and then he gets leveled by Adam Gittleman, fires off his back and scores. Left side rim, back to Trabuca, top of the square. Trabuca fires and scores. Bend it off the left pipe.
As an attackman, it's especially tough, because you feel like, you're never really getting to play. You're just kind of a spectator. But, I've got faith in our guys down there, and I got faith in our face-off men, and I just have faith in our team that we'll kind of, start to bring this thing together and start hitting on all cylinders.
Drives against Chris Clements. Lawson gets inside, fires left-handed, shot, score. Clockwork for the Blue Devils.
It's hard. It kind of fights human nature when you don't have the ball for a long period of time, and then you finally get it down, and something good seems to show, and you're anxious to make something happen. It takes some pretty special poise to be able to make the smart play and exercise some patience when you haven't seen the ball for some period of time. But that's what has to happen.
Colin Briggs makes the catch, gives to Ramel Bratt, fires and scores! 2 straight from the Who's, and here they come. Bachlet on the left pipe. Bachlet turns, throws it on top of the crease. Matt White shot, score!
It starts at the defensive end. We just turn the ball over too many times. We'll continue to work at it. I think we can. I think we do think that we can get better. And like I say, this team is one that it's been a joy to come out to practice every day, and I expect us to get back to it on Monday. We got a big game with Penn to finish up the regular season.
we started the game off with 3 pretty major mistakes on the offensive end when we had our opportunities. We slipped twice, and then we kind of tipped the ball out of bounds the 3rd time, and I think it kind of bothered us. It rattled us a little bit more than it should have. But even with that happening, the game in the first 12 minutes, 15 minutes or so was still pretty tight. I thought we were making plays, or enough plays anyway, at both ends to keep the game close. But our attackers didn't do a great job today, and I think Carolina did a nice job defensively to really kind of rattle us and take us out of our sync. For them to have a goal with 4 seconds left on the clock, and we were all right there in the general vicinity of the 8. Our whole defensive team just really let down. We let the feed come in, and they were able to score the goals. I do think it's good to be able to play James Madison on Wednesday. We now have a huge task at hand, but these games are pretty much must win now if we're going to look at May at all.
Number 2 of the men's 110 high-low prelims, Abdulrazik in lane number 8, Abdulrazik, Amagashi, Artist Gray, and there we got Abdulrazik in at 14-18.
And we have a clean start in section 2 for women's freestyle steeplechase.
I raced earlier today too. I raced the 1500 prelim, so I was a little nervous coming in because I've never done that kind of double before. It was kind of wet, kind of yucky, but I'm used to racing like this. Just let the race go out for a lap and a half or so, and then I was ready to kind of take over, and just felt great. Just kept pushing it, had great coach support, and crowd was lots of cheering, so it just felt really good to just go out there and push it. I really wanted to win, but I also wanted to run a pretty good time. A couple weeks ago I ran 9:56, today I ran 9:55, so it was nice to know that I can be that consistent. So it was just really nice to know that I can push myself that hard and still be pretty consistent with my time. It feels amazing. I definitely am really excited to be here again. It's truly an honor to be in such a great group of girls and win again.
Now let's check in with head coach Kevin Sauer and his defending national championship rowing team.
Coming up after the break. This portion of Cavalier Sports Weekly is brought to you by the Virginia Athletics Foundation.
It's been a great year for Cavalier Sports Weekly. We'd like to take the time to look back on the best moments in the 2010-2011 season.
Won two years in a row. No one's better than us two, and it feels good.
It wasn't just us along the 4 years that won all 4 of those championships. It was all the other guys that we swam with as well, and all of the other classes that came before us and taught us how to do it.
They're without question the greatest group of seniors that we've ever seen in Virginia swimming history.
We love each other, and to accomplish what we accomplished all together as a family was really incredible, and we have grown closer through it.
Chris, frankly, on paper is the best of any of them. By the end of his career, he'll have the most wins in program history. But the biggest thing is, in our sport, the only thing that matters really is All-American plaques. He's got 2. Nobody else in our program's history have multiple All-American plaques, meaning he's the only guy that's ever done it. I'd say that puts him up with the best we've ever had.
Side of 10 to shoot. Here's Zaglinski with it. Stutter step. Now he's going to put up a long three, and he rattles another one through.
They had to be tough. I mean, they had to get on the floor, and to be in this setting, in this kind of atmosphere, in this arena to play at, if you can't lay it on the floor, then you don't belong at this level, and that's just the entry fee to play.
Called strike 3. Side corner called strike 3. Swung on and missed.
I thought Danny Holtzen was terrific. 14 strikeouts in 6 2/3 innings is just really tremendous.
Swing and a miss. Called out looking.
Strike 3 call. 10 of them now. Punch out number 11. Swung on and missed. Swing and a miss. It's 14 of them now for Danny Holtzen.
Stanwyck now way out top to Ramel Bratton. Flag down again, slow whistle. Ramel trying to get inside, keeps the ball in his stick. Oh, behind the back shot, scores!
Running downhill through 3 red jerseys. No angle. You may as well put it behind your back.
Tell Bristol we have a Play of the Day nominee in Baltimore.
These kids can remember this and many of the things that happened during this match forever. It's just an incredible college tennis match, and it's a great experience beyond just a tennis match.
Now the 1-1 pitch. This ball is hit high in the air to left center field. Moving back is Seth Miller at the track. Is out of here!
I've never been a part of
Virginia win.
Like being in the base when something like that's happened. You know, I've been in the dugout when we've done it the last couple of years, but you know, actually doing it, it's something I've never gotten to experience.
This time, at the exact right moment, he put all the pieces of the puzzle together, and he's now called national champion, which is really neat.
Here's a play-action pass. Corey Harris going to air it out. He's going way downfield. Ball going to be intercepted. Chase Minifield comes down with it.
We played a style that was good enough to beat a very, very good football team, a fast team, an athletic team.
And now pass it to Farrakhan. Farrakhan fakes the pass, lays it in with a foul on the other side.
We always were told to attack the press to score, and a couple times I bounced past it to Zoo, our son, and this time I just wanted to make a pass fake and see if he'll bite on the pass fake, so he did, and I was able to put it on the glass.
Stanwyck still with it. Next goal wins. Stanwyck's defender falls down on top, fires! Dagger! Virginia wins!
They get it to Moore with 4 seconds, with 3, with 2, Moore with 1, Moore down the lane. Yes! Ball gas! Virginia wins! Hallelujah! Praise the Lord! Let's go home!
And so I just knew, you know, it was going in. It had to go in.
One of the most gratifying things as a coach is to see 2 young men start out as freshmen, have some success here, and then carry it on to another level 4 years later back here in Washington and bring home another national indoor championship. Pretty special moment.
It's been all about Will Roberts. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Roberts registers K number 10, and it's 26 up, 26 down for the junior from Richmond, Virginia. Here's the 1-1. It's a ground ball to Keith Werman. Scoops it up, throws to first. It's perfection!
Once I got to the 7th, 8th, and 9th, it was really just, I want to make this happen, and I'm going to do what it takes.
We'll be back in just a few months as we get ready for our football season, as well as our other great fall sports. But until then, I'm Lance Roller. Thanks for supporting the Cavaliers, and go Hoos!
Cavalier Sports Weekly is brought to you by Geico, the Virginia Athletics Foundation, the Virginia Lottery, and by UVA Health Systems.